Yeah, what up, though? It's your man, DJ Caveman. We back again, another episode of DJ Caveman. IronMonkey talking that shit. We get the perspective on the things going on. Yeah, you see that familiar face in the middle right there. You know what I mean? He's off assignment. He's on furlough. You know what I mean? So come on and pop it up with us again. You know what I mean? Clandestine Pete. What up, Pete?
What's up?
Yes.
You let her Pete, you know. Secrets, top secret clearance, Pete.
That's me.
Yeah, they got him home because the Congress hasn't passed did they pass the funding for Pete's agency yet?
Still up in the air. DHS is partial, so that yes.
That's right. Pete's on strike. Pete's like, yo, I get paid to do what I do.
Yeah, I'm not motherfucking TSA.
Yes.
I'm getting paid.
Those are the people you want to pay, though. You're not going to pay TSA.
Cash,
that's probably the best time to transport anything on a plane. TSA ain't giving a fuck.
Right.
Yeah, you can walk through.
Oh, rest in peace to John Forte. Because he was trying to get that liquid cocaine.
Oh, that's right.
Through TSA. Rest in peace, John Forte.
TSA wasn't on strike. You know what I mean?
Yeah.
Now they on strike. Now you can probably roll through there with the fucking below level cocaine in the suitcases.
Yeah. The spirit of John Forte flowing through you. But ironically, it was it Bush that pardoned him and got him out of prison?
Was it?
Yeah, and the weirdest thing, Carly Simons was one of the people that was advocating for him. Like Carly Simons, John Forte, what the fuck?
Oh wow,
weird. Yeah, weird knowledge that I have. Weird knowledge.
Nothing wrong with that.
Yeah, man. Said always great to have Pete on the show. We're gonna try to keep it on the rails because sometimes when Pete's on the show, this shit falls off the rails because he's a rabble rouser. And
yeah.
He likes to say really weird shit.
Problem P.
Make sure you hit the like and subscribe. You know what I mean? Got the QR code over my head, and hit that shit up and subscribe. And because we just want to do this for a living. We don't actually want to work our real jobs because
fair enough.
There's a lot of the internet sensation these days. I'm working on it. I got the high school alumni t-shirt hoodie on today. Pete, yeah, be jealous. Matching hat. You know what I'm saying? Shout out to Turtle and everybody else. Whoever made, I forget what company made the shirt. I don't have it in front of me, but shout out to everybody making that the gear. You know what I'm saying? So we can continue to support our schools. What's that, man? Just you got Hope gear over there, dog. We didn't go to we went to high school, man. So there's a little rivalry there in the city.
I went to Hope Essential. I went to the Essentials Hope. The one that was sponsored by Brown University, the college prep program. So it was a classical light in a sense. But shout out to classical. I'm getting teamed up here with y'all classical folks. So that's how I was like, yeah. But no, shout out to Turtle. Shout out to everybody doing their thing. Classical wise. Also, not as much as Hope, but it is what it is.
Shout out to the man Chris Cabral in the chat. What up, Chris? Hey,
Chris Cabral in the chat. Oh wow.
Y'all ever take a shit that destroy your whole house?
No, I don't know why I would.
That's interesting.
Hey, listen, man. Full disclosure today, man. I had to take a nasty dookie before.
Oh my goodness. And he was hey Pete, he was just talking about keeping the shit on the rails.
Right?
He got the shit in the toilet. Come on, man, Daryl.
I'm saying, I had to light some candles, man.
Oh, Jesus.
My whole house.
Yo, that methane buildup, man. Careful.
Methane buildup. You thought going vegan was cool, huh? Yeah, until one of them vegan parts hit that ear.
What up, Mike? Thrasher's in the YouTube chat today.
Oh shit! I forgot to call back. I forgot to call Mike. My bad, Mike. I'm gonna call you.
He giving you some blue wave support, man. But let's get into the week. Let's stay on the rails.
Yes. And out the toilet.
Yeah. So how was your week, man?
Pete, Let's start with P. You know, seeing that he's on furlough.
It's on furlough. No, the week has been interesting. Just doing some government witness testing.
Mm-hmm.
And, doing, trying to be better about having a bigger network in not just professionally, but also personally, and prioritizing, life. Like I said, I'll just be reading Facebook after about 2.5 months, and it's been great to not be on social media. It's also been a little bit of a dissociation because of the news and all the things you try to avoid. So I feel a little bit, but I still feel more centered a little bit, more disciplined. My 2 boys, they are kicking my butt. I got a 12-year-old on 30, so I'm trying to navigate the challenge. And I have a story to tell you guys off the record about.
Okay.
We're gonna say changes, and we're gonna leave it at that right now. It's funny. It's funny because I'll tell you guys later. And my youngest one is he's just full of life and being like optimistic and positive and stuff. And so they're both growing. They're both healthy. They both love Pokemon and trying to take it to the next level and such.
Sounds like you got that hope spirit in them.
Oh, I knew you were gonna do that. As soon as freaking A. Oh my god. This guy. You.
Don't worry. The blue wave is here. The blue wave is here.
Yeah.
The blue wave is here.
Oh gosh. Oh my goodness. And
but
no, good. That was good. That was very good.
No,
brother.
I try.
You try.
No, but so you're having a pretty decent week. Taking your time with family and everything, and seeing that spring is around the corner. Well, it's actually here.
Yeah,
the past couple of days been cold.
Right.
Yeah. This is not springtime weather, but baseball's back. You know what I mean? And so
that's why I'm wearing. Yes.
That's right. I always forget you're like a Mets fan until the Mets suck, and then you become a Yankees fan.
No, listen. I support New York. I support New York. The only New York team I do not support are the Jets. Only one. As bad as the Nets are, and every time I badmouth them, I call them the Nets. I don't say Brooklyn because that's where I'm from. So, only team I don't support is the Nets because they wear green. The fuck you wearing green for? Not the Celtics, but it's for the S family. I would support Buffalo before I support them, and Buffalo is the true New York team in football.
That's true.
Right?
So, but all that aside. Yes, it's baseball season. That's a 2-0.
Tigers are undefeated right now. You know what I'm saying?
Mm-hmm.
And,
not Tiger Woods. Oh,
no,
shit.
Not Tiger Woods.
Oh shit.
We'll get to Tiger. We'll get to Tiger in a minute, Tiger. We're gonna get to you, Tiger. Jesus.
Not all good, y'all. Tiger Woods, y'all. Not all good, y'all. Tiger Woods, y'all.
Tiger Woods is back to his antics, man. Like this, you can always tell when Tiger's about to get in trouble because he gets really good at golf. And
that's where it is.
he gets really good at golf. He's like, yeah, Tiger's back. It's only a matter of time though before he starts doing some bullshit. You know what I mean? He got his new the indoor golf league. I think his team just won the championship the other day. You know
nah, his team lost. Did they lose? Did they
lose? I saw only watched the beginning of it.
I watched it.
Tiger's been golfing pretty good indoors and outdoors. You know what I mean? He hasn't really won anything, but he's fucking almost 50 years. He's 50 years old. It's time for him to get on the senior tour.
We'll talk about him later though. Because I have my things.
How was the rest of your week, man?
Me? My week was nice, man. Like I'm adjusting to the new wave of life. Blue wave. There we go. But doing my spring cleaning. That like I have a little low key cold and a sickness because part of doing spring cleaning, not just inside the house, where you're kicking up dust and everything. Like I actually finally put together my sauna. So I went into the sauna. So now what it's doing is loosening up all that dormant bullshit that was sitting in my body, and now it's coming up to the surface and getting expelled. So going through that, doing the same thing, kind of like what Pete is doing, where I have this thing with social media where I don't really engage. I don't post a lot anymore, but what I do is I'll comment on other people's posts, and I'll actually have like, conversation, or try to have conversation, rather than just pointing fingers and just trying to get my point across. I try to speak to a larger social thing, and then troll hunting. I didn't do too much troll hunting this week, but it's fun. But now, now it's springtime, just doing things, prepping, getting ready for Easter, and the shift in life. So got some things on the back end that I'm moving, and not going to talk about it because I don't want to curse it, and I don't want nobody to know my moves and try to sabotage my shit. So just enjoying life and getting centered again. How was your week, Darryl? I know you got some big news. I know.
Man, my week was all right, bro. Like, got raised to the Sublime Degree Master Mason yesterday. You know what I mean? So
yes,
the big thing. It's been on the burners for
yes.
It's like a lifetime checklist. But now it's time to do a lot more work, and but it was a good day, man. It was a good day, and
it's like getting drafted, huh? It's like now the real work begins.
Yeah, a little bit.
Nice.
Oh, except we volunteered to be drafted, but yeah, same thing. It's like it's dope, man, and being able to really
make the cut,
get back into work and make it through the process. I mean, the process never really ends. There's always something, right? But but as you knock off these things on your life list,
little milestones, benchmarks,
little life milestones and shit. You know what I mean? It always feels good.
Yep.
It's been on the like I said, it's been on the burner for a while, and it's good to just put it on the plate now. You know what I mean? And but yeah, it was a real smooth experience that will continue. Shout out to my cousin in the chat. You know what I'm saying? I'll have my prop ready, but
oh, come on, man! You gotta get your props, man. You made Mason. You gotta get your props, Mason.
He just popped in, man. I usually, I don't have everything like readily at the reach like you do over there, man. You got like it's like you set up boxes of props before the show, like
no, because all of this happens very organically. It happens very organically, which totally bugs me out too.
I said this dude to run a show, and then boom, he just runs through the house and gets all his props and puts them close by, just in case he might talk about some shit. You know what I mean?
Nowhere in the show run would talk about your iron and my iron being right here. Nowhere in the show run says Ben Santos is gonna pop up and I got my little astrological thing here. Come on, man. Come on. It's just serendipitous.
Serendipitous.
I mean, the rest of the weekend was pretty standard. Oh, hey, it's my dad's birthday today.
Happy
birthday to my dad, man.
Hey, shout out Pops, man.
The ageless one. You know what I mean? My dad's still doing the damn thing. I'm not gonna tell you how old he is, but he's over 70 because
he's old enough to be your dad.
Absolutely,
that's fair. Yes,
he's in the 70s, and which is cool. You know what I mean? Like not everybody gets to keep their parents this long, so
true indeed.
And they getting up there. You know what I mean? It's always like a cool thing, a blessing in a way. You know what I mean? To be lucky enough to still have both my parents. So I'm gonna call my dad later. He's kind of on social media. He's kind of new to the social media game, so he don't really do on that shit, But
he's not surfing like my dad.
But every once in a while,
he'll order everything from Temu. Come on, like Dad, stop ordering shit from Facebook, man.
Look at all this shit I got for 17 cents. You're like, this is just plugged.
And no, I'm not calling them to track why your package hasn't come after 6 weeks. I'm not doing it.
You ordered a $15 silver on Temu, and it came as a model for a model house.
When them workbenches, the multiple tool workhorses. Like, nah, man, I don't care if it's $5. No, don't do it. But it's originally $80, $90. No, don't do it.
What's the shipping like on Temu? Like they're paying like $2 for something, but it takes 8 weeks to get here.
With the tariffs, I don't know.
That's what
I honestly don't know.
Yeah, who knows, man? It's probably like
Well, whoever orders from Temu, they could chime in on the chat and let us know.
It's true. Yes.
Yeah, right? I never ordered anything from Temu. Do I know anybody who ordered anything from Temu?
I think I ordered something years ago, and I got it within like 2 weeks.
I might have ordered like an adapter or something from them, and it took like 14 days to show up. And
yeah, 2 weeks.
It was as ordered, but it was an adapter. I didn't order like I hear about people getting shit that like they order a couch and it comes as like a little mini couch.
It happened to my sister.
It's a couch for their dogs. It's a couch.
But, and see, that's the type of place where the first shipment is gonna be golden, and then you're gonna be like easy. So now you're trying to rack up on your next order, and now you're getting because my sister she ordered an air purifier, cool, but it wasn't the big air purifier that I have. It was one of them little desktop shits. You know what I mean? Matter of fact, look.
It comes to
once again, props.
That's it.
It was something. It was just about this size. I mean, the little glade shits. You know what I mean? You turn it on, and then give it a second and get a little mist. Mist. All right, there we go. Yeah. Live TV.
Right. Yeah. My dad, all he does on his phone is like occasionally he'll be like, "I saw your post, man." Blah blah blah. I'm like, "Oh shit, you are on social media," because all he really does is watch YouTube. He watches jazz videos on YouTube and shit, or he'll just like, But he calls me every once in a while to ask me about some internet shit, and I think it's hilarious because, he's trying to keep up. You know what I mean? Meanwhile, my mom, she's nice with computers still. You know what I mean? She doesn't really have too much of a problem. But my dad is so analog. It's just he'd be like, "Man, I can't get this shit to print." I'm like, "Do you even have a printer?" He was like, "Yeah." I got a printer. It's like I'm like, "What kind of printer do you have?" They got the green and white paper in it.
Yes, with the lines, green, white space, with the dot matrix.
Yeah,
you gotta rip off the sides. Dot matrix, yep.
Nah, he upgraded the shit, but he don't know how to use it. Like, man, you gotta come over and help me.
White paper.
Well, shout out to my dad. It's his birthday today, man. I'm gonna call him.
Happy birthday!
Oh man,
out here, but he ain't make it. He had a little issue. You know what I mean? Old man shit. You know what I mean? He's at his back making some potatoes or something. So he can't. He won't fly. He drives everywhere. So
listen. There's gonna come a point where we're gonna have our old man moments because we're having glimpses now where we're like, "The fuck is this?" And we're looking at it online, and we're totally in the dark about it. Like that's where your father's at with it. Like my father, now, which I find to be very odd. I gave him my YouTube sign in, and now my algorithm's all fucked up because he's having these things about this old rap beef, and 50 Cent and Cameron, and I'm like, yo, what the fuck is all of this shit?
You let your dad change your algorithm, man. You just gotta let him get his own YouTube. Man. You can't.
The profile's not because he'll be here, playing the videos and then commercials, and then the fucking commercials. If I want to watch commercials, I'll watch TV.
Everything's got commercials now. Even fucking the Amazon that I pay $100 and something a year for. I gotta watch fucking commercials now, or I gotta upgrade my shit. I'm like, nah. I like paying my Amazon once a year. I don't need to pay my Amazon every month, man.
Right.
It's the evolution of things. It's the evolution of things where I'm just waiting for the golden age of cable to come back.
We're right back to TV. We're right back to regular TV. You got it all the shows.
Yes,
they come on once a week now. You gotta wait.
Yep.
You might get 2 episodes. Or you might get 3, but you still can't watch. You can't binge that shit no more. It's just done. And
it's not just that. They come on at a certain time now. It's not released at 12 o'clock. It's 3 o'clock, or you gotta wait till 9 o'clock at night or 11 o'clock at night, and then it will stream again at the next day. What? So many different rules. This is where we're getting to be old folk. As it starts to evolve, now you're gonna have to have 7 different subscriptions to watch your shows, and it's basically cable that you're paying for. And then when you really look at it, you're paying way more than what you was paying before.
Yes.
Sir, do you know? Do you understand how many apps I have to watch baseball every day? You know what I mean?
Oh,
Like
you have to have ESPN to get MLB to then be able to watch the games.
Well, ESPN doesn't have a baseball contract anymore. NBC has it now. So if you ain't got Peacock, you can't watch fucking baseball.
Baseball, yes,
that's
right.
Well, at least the Sunday night game. Well, I got MLB, but MLB, the way that MLB works, I get it free from T-Mobile. So if you got T-Mobile and you like the MLB app, it's free, real free, not like fake free, like absolutely free. Anyway.
Oh wait, I have Metro. I think I can sign into that too.
You do. You can, because that's when I first started doing it.
Yeah, I hope the offer's not over though, because I think they give you like the first week of baseball to sign up.
I think you got today. Today might be the last day. So how about do that shit if you're trying to watch it? Only thing it really, especially like because you're a Mets fan, they're not gonna black out any of your games unless they're on Apple. If they're on Apple TV, Apple has exclusive rights, so you got to get Apple TV. If they're on Peacock, you got to get Peacock, and then Netflix has like 3 or 4 games this year.
Amazon.
And then Prime has games. Like everybody's got different games, so like you got to have it all, or you just have to listen to that shit on the radio. But MLB Network has a lot of it. It only really blocks out the games that in your area. Like so, when the Tigers are home, I can't watch them. And then unless you're on a national, because then I can just switch over to like one of my fucking 18 apps and find the game and shit.
See, I have ESPN. And when I went to my ESPN to watch like a baseball game, I have to now get the MLB app or pay for the MLB service. I'm like, what the fuck? Come on, man. Things aren't centralized no more. What it is like I said with the tournament, and I was trying to explain to people with the NBA tournament, the midseason tournament, is now leagues are recognizing that they got a brick of coke, and they could chop that shit up and make more money. Just spreading shit out rather than having everything centralized. And that's what's going on with baseball. It's tough, but it's doable. But the old man movement for me, putting like keeping everything on the rails in a sense, with your pops being old and everything.
Man. Listen, I'm so upset I have to have like 17. Now, I was trying to get rid of some of these apps. You know what I mean? I was like, damn, I don't really watch this shit. Let me get rid of it. Oh, damn, now it's baseball on here. You know what I mean?
Oh, the fuck. I already used my free trial. I already used my free trial.
Fucking Disney charging me like almost $30 for my Disney bundle right now. We're going to have a conversation later, too.
Yeah. I got notification that my bundle's going up from like $10 to $13. I'm like, come on, man.
Everything, like basically, like you said, we end up paying like the same we was paying for cable, because if you got the 5 major apps, you're paying $100 at least.
At least,
and you need Wi-Fi, so you still connected to the cable company. Mm-hmm. So again, they had a brick of coke and they just chopped it up.
At least the good thing is though, like if you buy the 5 major apps, right, you end up getting a lot of content, because like if you get Disney, you get all the Disney products, which includes like ABC, all the ABC stuff, all the Hulu stuff, all the DC stuff. You get all of that, all the Star Wars stuff, all the Marvel stuff, anything that's owned in that pantheon. And then like Paramount Plus, you get all the CBS stuff that you get, and then they own a bunch of other shit too. And then
Showtime.
Showtime's
affiliated with Paramount.
Yeah, Peacock owns a whole bunch of stuff with NBC.
Universal
and all that, so you get all those movies. So like if you're kind of strategic with it, you can really like, you know what I mean, narrow it down to like the stuff that you really watch. Like I don't watch ESPN, but I saw that Disney Plus really has they have a different bundle where it gives you HBO Max. But
right, yes,
I have HBO through Amazon. So
wait, the bundle that I got is HBO and Netflix. I got a bundle with that, and then I have a bundle with Netflix, ESPN, and Hulu and Disney. I think Disney's mixed up in there somewhere.
Yeah, Disney Plus Disney Plus has.
I basically have them all.
So you get Disney Plus, HBO, and Hulu instead of ESPN.
Yes. Yeah.
And since I don't really watch ESPN like that, like I'll probably try to grab that one. Plus, it's much cheaper. Even your radio, you got to pay a radio subscription now. Like, I mean, unless you like terrestrial radio, but like Sirius, it's like $25 a month. Unless you cancel it, then they give it to you for $5. Pro tip: as soon as your year is up, just cancel that shit. They'll call you back. They'll let you have it for $5 again.
They still do that.
Yeah, man.
That pro tip was given to me like over 10 years ago. I didn't think that. I thought they would have caught on to that, but okay.
Well, they need the subscribers.
Fair enough.
Hey, they rather the $5 than the $0.
Yeah,
real talk.
Yes. Yeah.
You know, because a lot of you gotta remember you get Sirius in almost every new car. You get like that little free trial.
Right. I still have one. Yeah.
And it's like I'm cool without Sirius because I listen to a lot of different shit while I'm driving. But like when it's not like I listen to a lot of games on Sirius, and it wasn't really
that's what it is.
Listen to the radio shows. Like occasionally I'll catch Sway in the morning, but I usually use my Sirius to like, oh shit, the game is on. Let me throw the game on, and I'll listen to it while I'm running my errands or some shit. You know what I mean? Like, or like it was Sunday, the Lions are on at 1:00, but I got somewhere to be. I can put my earbud in and listen to what I got to do while I'm doing what I, you know what I mean? So it's like, and when I was driving Uber, I started listening to Mad Games on the radio because I wasn't in front of them, and like I actually kind of like listening to the games in my car now more than watching the TV broadcast. Sometimes because of Joe Buck or Chris Collinsworth, but sometimes it's just like it seems like it's a better, like I can visualize it differently. You know what I mean? Like, you know, and like these radio guys do a lot descriptively that you don't, you know what I mean? Like it seems like they're more into the game because they have to describe it to you the whole time, like, you know, left to right, moving this way, that way. You have to like so that you can have the little visual in your head to see what's going on.
When I used to work at the bowling alley, I used to listen to AM radio, and I used to listen to Twilight Zone, like the readings on the radio, and the radio broadcast is just great. It's just old for us. It's just old school.
Dog, you're in your 40s, man. What you talking about? You was listening to radio like it was in the 30s. Alfred Hitchcock still comes on.
No, because this was probably about like a cool couple of years ago, and I still do it occasionally, but not as much as when I used to work in the bowling alley when my son was like 3, 4.
I didn't know they still did old timey radio shows like that.
Oh yeah, you can find them. But now they're just called podcasts. You know, that's
or like sometimes they do it that way with the audiobook. You know what I mean? Like they have like a whole cast and they just act out the audiobook. It's pretty dope to get it that way.
True crime is a whole industry.
Yes.
And in this episode, we're gonna explore the backstory of this character. You know, it's a whole thing.
Yeah, that was good. That was good though. Compliment. That was good.
He's been working on it. He's been working on his voiceover voice.
That's good.
Yeah, I have. You know, I told Daryl, you know, to try to give an example last week, but I recognized that his sister was on the podcast and me not really recognizing in the moment, trying to get him to read X-rated material.
Erotic literature.
Yeah, erotic literature. Me trying to look underneath my bed for like my print Playboys and shit like that. Hey, Daryl, can you read this? It's like, nah, I had to recognize I was wrong for that. You know, and he was smooth with it too. He was like, no. If anybody wants to hear my voice reading that, they just gotta buy it. Cool. That's it. Like, man, I have to. But I get it. But yeah, no, I've been practicing.
He's about to get into his new career of reading erotic fantasy novels.
Nah, I'm not. That's your lane. Respectfully,
you already got the cardigan.
Well, I have the cardigan. Yes, I'm not gonna get up and get it. You know, the Mr. Rogers outfit. You know. All right, kids.
Do you have a pipe?
No, but I bought my father one because like my father. No, like one of them old school like.
Yes.
I'm going to get one for myself. I wanted my father to get comfortable with his first before, you know. But this is the ill thing. Me and him will be out and about walking, and he's really just smoking his pipe. You light up his pipe.
That's good.
And mind you, he's like, hey, you want a hit? I'm like, yeah, I'll take a hit. And when I take a hit, you know how older I feel? And it's not even a bad older. It's more of a sophisticated, like, yeah, I'm actually somebody's dad. I'm actually somebody's father.
You used to have the corncob pipe though back in the day.
I had the corncob pipe, yeah. But you see, I'm an old soul. Now that I'm in my 40s, it's more acceptable for me to do these things.
I don't even know what my tobacco pipe is. I got a nice like Alfred what do you call that? Sherlock Holmes pipe.
That's what I'm talking about.
That's what I'm talking about. Yes.
With the big bottom.
Yes.
Real talk.
It's really hard to smoke weed out of that. I just want you to know.
Yeah, it is. But see, this is the thing. I know we was talking about it off thing, and then we'll get back on the rails, and I'll keep this very short. We was talking about like after I hit the jackpot, I'll have a little museum of helmets. Aside from that, I'll have a den, and when people come over, I would actually have pipes for people to smoke. Like, pick out your pipe, if you want to wash it, or a whole wash station, because I'm not gonna be smoking with people passing blunts.
Mm-hmm.
At that point,
Yeah.
I'm at the point where I'm not passing blunts. Smoke what you want, and we're chilling.
Nice.
So I would have a real den with nice cognacs and liqueurs and things of that nature. Leather-bound books.
Leather-bound books.
Listen, I was thinking like
fine mahogany wood. Oh hell yeah! And then have like pipes for people.
If I ever hit the lottery, dog, like the fucking Powerball or some shit.
When you hit the lottery,
I'm definitely gonna have a library of like first editions. Like it's like I want a library of first editions.
That'd be cool.
Oh, the library with the ladder that slides around. Hell, fucking yes! Fucking yes! I'm having that in my house. That's a must.
Yes.
Have to have that. And then little cabins like a real deal library. So if I want to study something or my kids need to study something, they can go to a place where there's no distractions. It's a true library.
Correct.
And have it sound dampened so you don't hear things on the outside and everything, the acoustics are held tight like a library's supposed to. But my den is a section where we could sit down and nice Corinthian leather couches. And partake.
What you described was a very classical thing to do.
Yes, there we go. But we have to keep hope alive. We have to keep hope alive.
Wow.
Yes. And now as we pivot from the puns, get back on the rails.
Hey, so
yes.
Did y'all watch this Versus?
I did not.
All right. I did not.
The Slow Jams Versus?
No, because it was on a weird day. It was Thursday. And it was on the day where the Mets was playing that night. Because, Yankees played on Wednesday. And, so I was watching the Mets game. All right. They had a lot of stuff. Then the NCAA was going on. I guess iHeartRadio and Taylor Swift was there, because the only reason I know, because I went from channel 12 and I had to go to channel 10. Channel 11 is in between, obviously, and that's where the iHeartRadio Awards was. So, with that, it's like, it was a lot going on. But I was texting with a friend of mine, and it was a trip. Did you see anything?
I saw a little bit of it. I was at work. So I didn't really see a lot of it, but I watched some of it. I saw some of the clips afterwards, where he was getting roasted about his turtleneck and shit. But Tyrese ain't got enough hits, man. Like, because he doesn't write, so it's not like he could pull a baby face. Like Tank writes for everybody, so like he got hits for everybody, and he got crazy hits with just Chris Brown by himself. So it's like, like what was that like? I can only think of like 4 Tyrese songs that were like that other people would know. The rest of it is gonna be all album cuts that a lot of people don't really know of. You know what I mean? And you're not including the commercial when he was on the Coca-Cola commercial when he was on the bus. You're not including that song, right? Nah.
Okay. All right.
Nah.
I have to include that because I would know it if I hear it,
And then
but I can't recall it. Like I'm not really a Tyrese guy like that.
These dudes were in a group together. So like, who does the TGT songs?
Yeah.
You know.
Yeah, but then like who would you put up? Like, don't put up Genuine. Genuine's at the point where it's like, nah, you got to put this guy out the pasture. Like this pony, he's done studded. You got to put this pony out.
The better battle would have been with Genuine, personally. Like at least they got like an equal amount of catalog, and Genuine's still out there writing for people. You know what I mean, Tyrese was not a writer,
and he's still trying to dance.
Well,
have you seen any of Tyrese's recent performances there?
Nah.
No.
This is why I said, yeah, he might be, but you don't want to put him out there because you want to put that pony out the pasture when you really see what he's doing.
Like over the summer or something. Didn't he fall off a stage or something? Was that?
Yes, that was it. Yeah, that happened. Yes.
Yeah.
What I mean,
I don't want to. I don't. He's okay, and it's all right to laugh at him, but I don't laugh at things like that because in rap history, Trouble T. Roy, a dancer, he fell off the stage and he ended up passing away. So it's like it could get deadly, but the fact that he's okay and he's still trying to do it, it's like, nah, don't do it.
No, that wasn't my first reaction when I saw it when he fell. I legitimately he's like, oh gosh, like what, And,
yeah.
No, you don't wish that on anybody, really.
But nah, Genuine, he would fall off the stage if it was on the flat ground. That's where he's at in life. You're on the flat ground and you're falling off the stage. Like, how is this?
So like almost 60.
You're on a yoga mat. How you falling off a yoga mat?
Because he's old, man. You don't got this.
9 o'clock.
He can't be dancing with the broom no more. You know what I mean, he's not doing none of that stuff.
Yeah, but see, it was one of them kind of battles though it was good just to get the juices flowing again. You have to kind of prime the pump. Everything can't be this baseball season. Everything can't be a fastball. Sometimes you have to have a curveball. Sometimes like you have to have like an episode in a TV series which seems kind of draggy and it's all about the backstory, but the payoff is supposed to be better, right? So, they had a couple other battles. The Cash Money versus the No Limit one. Again, trying to get people's juices going. Mm-hmm. It's very hard because now we're not in a pandemic and people aren't stapled at home, so it's a little bit tougher. They have new management as well, so
they should just do
that's part of it.
Like I used to say before, they should just do concerts, dog. Like, you know what I mean? Like instead of like doing like a battle, they should just do like live concert. Maybe like
that's what it is technically, but it's making it public for everybody.
Like real concerts though, like it's a battle, but like you know what I mean. You can figure it out where like Tank does a couple songs, then Tyrese does a couple songs, then Tank comes back, does a couple more songs, then like little sets in between. Yeah. You know what I mean? And then like battle that way, because like.
But I like the bantering.
There's always too much talking. Although the turtleneck song was hilarious.
Yeah. See, the only thing that I would probably say might be something that they want to add is a referee, a host, somebody to try to keep everything on the rails. That's the one thing I would try to look at, because sometimes the banter is great because the Jamaican one, was it Beanie Man and I can't remember Buju Banter. That one was great. Even the Locks. That's what I'm saying. But the Locks versus D Block. The Locks versus Dipset.
Yeah, some of them are really good. I just think that this one was just like a little bit, man. You know what I mean? Because like you gotta really enjoy like R&B slow jams. Like these motherfuckers ain't really got no up tempo hits. You know what I mean? Mm-hmm. So it's like you gotta light candles for this one. And then
well they had the Erykah Badu and the Jill Scott one. But again, it was pandemic and everybody was at
that time, like you needed something to do. That was like almost like a date night. You know what I mean? Erykah Badu and Jill Scott, babe. Yeah. Let's get some takeout or make some dinner and fucking light some candles and shit and listen to some slow jams and dance in the living room.
Yeah, we've been riffing all week. Like you've been sleeping in that room, I've been sleeping in this room. Like, can we at least go to the living room together? It was that kind of moment. But like with this one, again, everything can't be a fastball. You know, this one is again, it's trying to get the juices generated with folks, trying to gin up interest again for it. I get it. Maybe not Tyrese, but I guess Tyrese moves the needle in regards to who they could book. And personality wise, you don't want Tank and Genuine getting a real deal beef over, ex-girlfriends and shit like that. Like, so
listen, I mean, it could be a battle of the bands set up too. It would be cool because then you can still have the banter. You just have two separate bands set up, but everybody just brings a DJ. I don't know. They could produce it a little better, I guess. But
new management, like that's why I said new management.
See, I'm gonna always check them out. You know what I mean? Because they always, it's always the debate that we talk about. You know what I mean? Like everybody talks about like, this singer versus this singer, or this rapper versus that rapper, or this actor versus that actor. So to see it like really,
see the thing,
pretty dope.
No, but you see the thing too is I don't think Swizz Beatz and Timbaland are like they're affiliated with it, but they're not the hands-on people anymore. I think they sold it to like Apple or whomever. So and they cashed out early.
Well, I mean, as they should.
So like the soul and the texture and the feel of it all might not be there, but then again, when you look at the circumstances, we're not in the pandemic anymore. The world's open. So to watch that versus, I had baseball, I had NCAA. I get glimpses of Taylor Swift, and Ludacris performing. My chick's bad. My chick.
Speaking of your bracket. Did you do a bracket this year, Pete? Did you do a bracket?
I did not do a bracket this year. No, I did not feel I was. I didn't feel worthy to do a bracket because I'm so.
Dude, literally, I feel the same way. Like I was like, I don't even know these teams. I don't watch college. I don't really watch that much basketball. First,
right?
I really don't watch a lot of college basketball, but like I've been watching like a lot of the Michigan games because they're always on at the club, and I was like, they look like they're good enough to win it. They're just bigger than everybody else. I mean, like literally, like they got like 3 7-footers on the floor at one time. Like it's crazy how big their team is. And then it's like they played Alabama, and Alabama couldn't do anything in the paint, so they were just trying to shoot threes. And then every time they get into the paint, they was getting their shit batted into the stands. It's like they just so much bigger. It's like when the Spurs had Tim Duncan and motherfucking the Admiral,
David Robinson.
Yes.
And it's like they should win it, but they still struggle against teams like Duke. You know what I mean? And they still turn the ball over a little bit much. But I mean, shit, the men's and women's team is doing work right now. So shout out to my Wolverines. But
yeah, see, the problem that I have with men's basketball, and we talked about this before, is
the little short.
With the transfer portal, you're rooting for a team that is just the team, but then this team is not going to be the same team from last year. It's just so.
It's happening in women's basketball too, except everybody's transferring to Connecticut.
But you see, like women's, at least in women's basketball, you get to at least follow a player for at least 3 years. At least 3 years, right? They're not really set up, for freshmen coming out, out of women's basketball going into the league. It's not really enticing like that, especially with the NIL. You make more money playing women's college basketball. I know they have the new CBA, but still, you can make more money in college than you do in the pros in women's basketball, which is very weird.
Yes, it's very weird.
But even still, women's basketball, at least you have more of a team that you can follow. Like Dawn Staley and South Carolina. Dawn Staley's my girl. Like, so I'm gonna follow what she does. But then she got players on the team for at least 2 years. If they want to transfer, so be it, whatever. But men's, it's tough. Like, yeah, I'm rooting for Michigan because, Daryl.
No, it's a team full of transfers too. That's the other thing about Michigan. Like, their starting five is like 4 transfers.
I don't know nobody on the team. Even with the Fab Five, like, at least I knew players. With Duke, you could follow dudes. North Carolina, you could follow dudes. Even Georgetown, you could see like dudes like grow up. So now you're you're more rooted in the rooting for your team.
What's it so different?
So me rooting for Michigan because that. You know any of the players? No, I know my boys rooting for him.
Yeah.
hard. It's very tough. And then even like some of the like top players, prospects, they're playing on teams one year, and then they're on another team next year, and then they're in the league. So it's hard. It's just tough.
Hey, real quick, while we on this basketball shit, man, I just want to take some time out to make sure that you're still in an extra medium Darko Milicic jersey.
There's 2 more weeks left in the season, right?
Come on, man.
Anything's possible. Anything's possible. Listen, I say that as a Mets fan. I say that as a Mets fan, and I've seen how the Mets hold it towards the end of the season.
Come on, man. They're still winning without Cade right now, and Cade's still gonna be out for at least another couple of days, another couple of games. They're showing the depth of their bench right now.
That's cool.
Shout out to the Pistons. You know what I mean?
No, but I even at the beginning of the season, I said that one thing with the Knicks is because Mike Brown is the coach, right? I feel like he is going to have the team kind of go through the motion, kind of like what the old San Antonio Spurs used to do, right? When the playoffs come, it's a totally different story. That's when they ramped it up, kind of rope-a-dope kind of thing. That's why I said the Knicks will probably be 3rd or 4th, at worst, 4th, at worst. But other than that, it's going to look like they're just going through the motion. They're not trying to push for number 1 because they're trying to guard against injuries. And that's what's happening.
This guy he's backpedaling now.
You could go back.
I got to find the old show where he was talking about all the. He never talks about what he says about my Pistons. Wait till after the All-Star break, then we'll see.
I said let's see. I don't want to say anything. Let's see what they do, and they did great. I'm not taking away from that. But I've also said previously what it was.
I'm a real fan. Like the playoffs is a different animal. You know what I mean? And so last year they proved a lot, but this year they gotta definitely prove some more. Like they can't have these close games. They can't be blowing these leads. You know what I mean? They gotta play but there's another year of them together. Like they gotta try to keep this team together for as long as possible. I wasn't really a fan of the Ivy trade, but the dudes they got ain't doing shit. But it is what it is.
They was trying to get outside shooting because they're horrible at the 3, and that by getting Kevin Herter, like their thing was and I knew it from Jump Street. Get more threes because Ivy, he's always injured, and even when he's playing, it's more of a mid-range game. His game is more like Cade's game, so might as well move him for something.
Yeah, but them dudes ain't really doing nothing. But it is what it is. And like I said, the playoffs is different. Maybe in the playoffs they'll all turn into Steve Kerr. Or
you need Duncan Robinson to show up, but not against my Knicks. That's for damn sure.
But the playoffs is coming up soon. Don't forget. I didn't forget about your NFL jersey yet. You might get
what?
Yeah, don't worry. I didn't forget about the NFL jersey that I got to send you too. You know what I mean?
Forget about what?
The lost. Yeah, don't try to act like you can't hear me now, dog.
Old man moment. What? Like my father, what you say? Like, Dad, if you can't hear me, don't put your ear, like it's a video call, don't put your ear on the
But let's jump into this movie of the week, man.
Yes.
All
right.
I wanted to go with a classic, in my opinion. And I don't know how everybody else feels about it, but I watched this movie in the movie theater when it came out. It was one of those times where, like, we used to do like the family movie back in the day, and occasionally a lot of times we went to the drive-in. A lot of movies I saw growing up, I saw them at the drive-in, the Ford, Wyoming, still open. As a matter of fact, over here in Michigan. You know what I mean? And when it gets a little warmer, I'm gonna probably just go for nostalgic purposes. I try to get to the drive-in like once or twice a season, because drive-in movies are pretty dope, man. You get all your snacks, you know what I mean? You get all your food and shit, and it's just boom, pull up. You know what I mean? You pop if you back in. Some of them they let you back in, so you could pop the hatch on a nice night. You can watch the movie from inside. You got the little hatch back. Oh, you got the little hatch open. You sit in the back with all your snacks and shit. You know what I mean? Watching a nice flick. But so yeah. Anyway, The Untouchables. You know what I mean? Great cast.
Yes.
Robert De Niro. A lot of people forget. He's in there. He played Al Capone. Sean Connery, the late great. You know what I mean? And so my favorite memory about this movie is like the scene at the end where he's holding the baby carriage. He catches the baby carriage, and then he shoots dude in the throat. And I was like, this might be the greatest. Like at the time for me, it was like the greatest thing I'd ever seen in a movie. Because he had like a little ass revolver too. It wasn't even like, you know what I mean, it didn't have a scope on it or nothing. And
you talking about Andy Garcia when he's
yeah.
He shot him in the head. Yeah, he shot him square in the head.
So
like,
but about that Prohibition era, and the Al Capone era and all the things that were going on in Chicago and like all the corruption and shit. I think they did a really good job at like balancing the story out between like the untouchable agents and like the mafia stuff going on. Remember that's what's his name's FBI at that time too.
Elliot Ness,
but who was responsible for the FBI at that time?
Hoover. J. Edgar Hoover, yes.
Edgar Hoover was responsible for the FBI.
Cross-dressing Hoover.
So they and they did a little bit of the corruption of the cops and the fucking, and they bring in these guys. They're like, I don't know. It was like they got the little scenes in Canada. You know what I mean? Like the way that they operated as a unit was pretty smooth. Like the acting was good for that.
About that. You
know what I mean? It's a cool ass movie, dog. Like it's one of those movies when I see it on, I'm sitting down, I'm watching it because it doesn't air very often. And shout out to Tubi for having the Spanish version because I just threw it on. I just punched it in like on the regular search bar.
Oh, that's great.
And I just punched in Untouchables and it came up. Boom, click Tubi, bam. And then I started like getting my shit ready to sit down and watch it. And I'm like, because occasionally Tubi will just play a Spanish commercial for no reason. So I'm like, oh, okay, maybe it's just like the Tubi Spanish commercial shit. And then like the theme music's coming on and shit, and it's like introducing the cast, but in Spanish. And I'm like,
that's dope.
How's this movie in Spanish? I'm like, did I put my subtitles on or some shit? Did I change the language? I'm checking my
No, they do that to a few movies too.
And I'm like, yo, this shit is really in Spanish. I had to go out and find the English John and shit and then watch that shit. But it's one of my favorite movies, man. It's like a feel-good movie for me in a weird way because I watched it probably like 30, 40 times at least. And so for me, it's like a 4.3 movie for me. It's not a perfect film, but like for me, like it has like a lot of nostalgic purposes. And like I'll sit down and it's like, I don't really watch a lot of older movies. That's more like that's more Daoud's angle, you know what I mean? He watches a lot of the like if it would have been in black and white, it would have been like Daoud probably would have recommended it a long time ago because it's just in black and white. But
Seven Samurais.
And actually funny. And then I woke up this morning to Taxi Driver, so they must like how Tubi does when they just throw the other movies in behind it. You know what I mean? And I was like, this sounds like Robert De Niro in like a black and white movie. What the fuck is this? It was Technicolor, but the way TVs are now, it should look like black and white. But but shout out to the Untouchables, man. I'm gonna give it a 4.3. Go watch that shit if you haven't seen it. It's great cinema. It's a good film to go watch.
Yes.
It's like 80s acting. So you gotta also keep that in mind. 80s, 90s acting is not as fluent as it was, but it's not as old as like, it's not that, but it's it's upgraded for what it was for the time. You know what I mean?
But it was great. The acting I thought was very great. I mean, like you said, the cast itself. I mean, back then, Sean Connery, Andy Garcia, Kevin Costner. Right. I mean, like Kevin Costner. Wow, Robin Hood himself. I mean, it was a spectacular. I thought it was a great.
Robin Hood. I was gonna go with. Oh wait, he didn't play Dick Tracy. I was about to say.
No, he didn't. That was Warren.
No, that's Warren Beatty.
Warren Beatty.
Yeah, Warren Beatty.
Yeah, that's my movie. I love that movie.
Yeah, Shane.
I'm dead.
I'm dead. He had an iWatch before the iWatch. Yo, shout out to the Dick Tracy cartoon. Dick Tracy cartoon had movie. They had all the fucking technology that you have right now.
Yeah,
in a fucking like 50s cartoon and shit. But anyway, go ahead, Pete. My bad. I didn't mean to cut you off.
No, it's okay. No, I felt like I cut you off. So my apologies. No, I wanted to add to the Untouchables. I had never seen that, and I'm kind of mad. How you feel about the Untouchables? I feel about Tombstone. I felt like the Tombstone's my movie. I feel I have bought into the argument about Tombstone not getting its proper respect. But that's a digression. But with Untouchables, I did like the timepiece period. That I liked the way that they did balance the story between the actual events. There were some, like the team was actually, I think, 6 people, and it grew to 10. And they were legit like Untouchables. They actually had government backing to like basically say, hey, shut this ish down by any means necessary type of thing. The one thing that I felt sad about was like that conflict that Costner, brilliant, put into play with the family and everything like that. When you look at the real story, his story was like him at the height of power, and then he just crashed. Man was like married and divorced like 3 times or something like that, and he didn't go out with the doing his duty. He went out with a myocardial fraction, heart attack at 54. I was like, oh my gosh. So just their blend of
that 30s cocaine,
right? But all of that, there was moments of humor and stuff, and I mean Sean Connery being the guy I thought was fantastic with his, you gotta push it to really kind of do that Batman thing where like how far you willing to go, like he's like, oh, I have a line, and he's like, you gotta go past that. And the accountant, man, he didn't have to go out like that, man, at all. He was, he came in there, he was all ambitious, and he had to go out in an unceremonious way. I did not like. I felt so bad. I'm like, oh my, that's not cool. Like, all right, guys,
it's always the accountant's fault, man.
No, he was cool. Dude. He was cool as hell. I mean, he came out with the shotgun. He's like, you shot my boy, and then just taking out people left, right, and center. So it was great. But I did like the blend. And De Niro, I mean, picture perfect casting with him to play Al Capone. I think he did a phenomenal job with the way his charisma was in court. That's the fabled thing with Al, was he just was very funny. And it was like the one moment that I did fear for someone was when he's getting the shave and he was talking, and dude, like he just had that look. I'm like, yo, dude's dead. And he's like, it's okay. I'm like, whoo, it's good. So
I'm actually super that you had never seen it. So this is your first time like watching that shit. That's what's up.
Yes. Nah, it was. I'm mad I didn't see it before, but
it makes sense though, because you still ordering Incredible Hulks at the bar and shit. So like you've been in that time capsule for a little while, man. It's
wow.
Shout out to everybody in the chat as well. Circa Forever. I meant to. My cousin was in there earlier. Not to cut you off. I meant to shout him out. You got the Circa Forever line of apparel. You know what I mean? Hoodies are out now. Sweatsuits, all that. Holler at him at Circa Forever on Facebook. Shout out to Scott's in here, man. Old Bowling Buddy. Also he's also part of the Letter Carrier Association. Shout out to my homie Scott and my homie Lafayette in the chat as well. You know what I'm saying? What's up, y'all? Thanks for watching.
I forgot to tell you about, there's a show on HBO about bowling. Produced by Ben Stiller. Yo, the show is ill. I love the show. Like, I'm mad that it's week to week though.
They're following the tour, I think, aren't they?
Yeah, it's a dope show. The treatment that they give it is perfect. I love it.
Yeah, they're following the tour. It's super dope. I love bowling's back on regular TV, by the way. It's on the CW now, and I usually watch the replay on YouTube, but
well, that's something for Chris Paul to do now. Actually make the bowling league a thing.
Or Mookie Betts when he retires, he's probably gonna have his own shit. But anyway, Pete, what do you rate the movie? We done fell off again.
No, it's okay. So I was, I didn't get to. You're the resident expert with cinematics. So just watching that show, watching the movie, I would give it I was gonna give it like a 4.2, 4.3, like some kind of same rating. Because there was also one small thing that I didn't know if people picked up was the guy who was basically the assassin. And this is how you know you're grown. You pick out small things like this. I saw his character, and he was always in white, and I thought that was a nice little insert by whoever, production-wise or writers, to have this person dressed in white, because he is almost an allegoric representation of four horsemen of the apocalypse. specifically the Pale Horseman, and he represented death. So
Death.
kind of like, yeah, that was pretty ingenious. So 4.3, definitely because of his time and stuff. So that's my wrap up.
All right. A couple of things. I'm surprised Pete hasn't seen this movie, seeing that basically it's his line of work. All that aside, I was kind of surprised, and I try not to interrupt you guys while you're speaking because y'all touched some points on some things. Because with Pete saying that he felt bad for the accountant, I'm mad that I kind of low key. I didn't know Pete was going to be on the show until later on in the week, but I saw Pete as the accountant. I'm like, nah, man, I can't do Pete like that. And then you started talking about him. That's why I was like this, like, oh, man, like I did a great job holding it to myself, but I kind of identified the accountant as you. And no offense, absolutely no offense. Like you would have been. Like, you've been dope as the accountant, built up. But another thing I picked up with Daryl and his movies. Last time, Daryl, what was the movie that you suggested? Can you remember?
Two movies ago?
Yeah.
Oh, shit.
Because the only reason why I bring it up is because it was around Oscar season, and there was a scene at the end of the movie with Oscars. Oh, it was Tropic Thunder.
Oh yeah.
And they had the Oscars and all of the awards.
Yeah.
And it was at the season. There was a part in this movie where low key it was baseball season. I'm like, yo, Darryl, I don't know if he notices it, but low key I'm picking up on little things that Daryl went with his movies because it's baseball season. There's a scene in this movie, no spoilers, baseball season. But this movie was one of those movies.
I didn't even notice that. I was just picking the movie because I loved the movie, and I was like, I gotta watch. I wanted to watch it, so I was like,
but this is the second movie in a row that I picked up on these low key Easter eggs.
I mean, Field of Dreams could be next. Is all I'm saying.
That's too overt. That's too overt.
Maybe for the they do a Field of Dreams game in the MLB now, so maybe I'll wait.
No. But that's too overt. You know what I mean? But with this movie, it's one of those movies that I remember kind of watching, but it does have that cinematic feel to it. It's one of those kind of like ode to old Hollywood kind of feels where you could hear it in the soundtrack, where with the scoring of with the way that the music plays parts, where it gives it that robust movie feel, a cinema feel. There's tons of classic slow motion scenes, like Daryl said towards the end with the baseball, with Pete was saying with the accountant and the gun. There's great slow motion moments in this movie. The story isn't draggy. It's a great Saturday afternoon type movie where you could watch it. Still enough action to keep you hooked, but enough where where you could relax and you don't have to see like every little detail.
Mm-hmm.
It was smooth. Not really a big Kevin Costner fan, but all of his movies, it always seems like he has that kind of, he tries to present that Hollywood aura, that old Hollywood aura.
Yeah.
Like a Yul Brynner, where, he commands a certain kind of aura.
He also does a very good job at surrounding himself with fantastic actors.
Cast, and ensembles.
Like every Kevin Costner film I've ever seen has had such a great cast, and you're just like, well, I mean, it's Kevin Costner, but this guy's awesome too. Like,
yeah, even like with Dances with Wolves, and it has that cinematic feel to it, and I respect it.
You've never seen Dances with Wolves?
I've never seen it, but
like I heard it was like 4 hours long, and I was like, I'm out.
I've never seen it either.
It was like one of those first epic type movies. It's like forever long, dog.
So for me, like, this is one of the movies where it was like, it was good. And one thing that I kind of picked up on was low key. Not even low key. What's his name? Sean Connery. Yes. He was really racist. He was really racist.
Oh yeah.
Now, granted, it wasn't towards black people, but he was still racist. So,
right. Yes.
Like, his arc was kind of weird for me, where it's like, yeah, I kind of want to root for you, but I kind of can't. Know what I mean? So it was weird. He was a compromising kind of person. He puts you in a compromising position. But overall, to put a button in this, I'll give this movie, I'll give it a solid 4. I was going to give it a 3.8, just for the racism alone, the low-key racism alone. But, the flow, the cinematic feel, it wasn't draggy, how they did my man Pete. You know what I mean? So I had to give it a bump for the simple fact that Pete came on and he said that he didn't like the way that the accountant got dealt with. So that gave it the extra bump to give it a 4.
Nice. Nice.
I gotta work on my bravery game apparently, because I guess I'm not even that smart, but
Nah. If you see, Lord forbid you see one of your people get blasted.
Oh gosh.
You never know. That might be the spark plug, the MacGuffin, as they may.
God forbid. God forbid.
Know what I mean? So and it's a good thing none of that has happened to test your gangster.
God forbid.
Yeah. So
you guys did mention Tropic Thunder, and I was going to ask you guys something about that.
Oh yeah, that was 2 weeks ago's movie, or last week, 2 weeks ago's movie.
Yes, because that is a very good point to the controversy of Drewski's skit.
Yeah, in a sense.
Yeah.
So,
because Jamie Kennedy, I see, like with me doing my little troll hunting thing, right? The old comedian, well, he's still a comedian, Jamie Kennedy, from the Jamie Kennedy Show. He was asking, like, why is it okay for Drewski? And let's go back to this conversation because on his show, he was a black judge or whatever it was. I didn't want to really entertain too much of that, but he was asking the question, and I'm like, nah, see, this is a conversation that we can have the conversation, but I'm not having a conversation with people that don't recognize DEI is for everyone. It's for white women and it's for disabled white men. So it's, even for people that believe that the Rooney Rule is racist against white guys, it's not saying that white guys can't get interviewed. Right? It's just getting interviewed. The fact that they have not giving us a job. It's just the fact that we're interviewing for jobs. I can't have this kind of conversation with those kind of folk. You know what I mean? The people that thought it was funny for the Obamas to be made as monkeys, or laughing at Robert Mueller passing, or even John McCain passing. I'm not having a conversation with y'all folk because y'all gonna make it toxic, and then you're gonna blame me for making it toxic.
Right? Yeah.
Well,
and gaslight me.
That's why we keep it. That's why we keep it super light over here. You know what I mean? Because this is not the political pundit show. Before you slide in a little bit deeper.
No. I wasn't going to slide any deeper. No, I wasn't going to slide any deeper. But you see, what the Drewski point is it's funny because look, he made fun of black pastors recently as well. You know what I mean?
Oh no, Drewski, nobody's safe with Drewski, dog.
That's what I'm saying. Yeah, that's what I agree.
And he's doing it in a way where it's like almost like on a Dave Chappelle level. You know what I mean? Like he's not being like malicious with it, and he's reenacting actual events.
Yes, that's facts. Yes,
and whoever his makeup artist is incredible. By the way, I just want to say that.
Oh, I said that when he did the NASCAR. When he did the NASCAR, man, that was top tier.
Drewski's a top tier dude, and he's in his own lane right now, man. I think that I don't know.
He's done the Israelites on the corner, on the street corner, street corner pastors,
I think that he's doing what he feels is funny. You know what I mean? And if it's funny for you, then it's funny for you. Comedy's not going to be funny for everybody. You know what I mean? Exactly. Everybody's like, I'm not a fan of like any comic that plays an instrument on stage. You know what I mean? It's just not my brand of comedy, but some people love that. Yeah. Even Adam Sandler, who I think is hilarious, but as soon as he pulls out that guitar, I'm out, dog. Except for Phone While the Keys is my shit.
Who, Adam Sandler?
Yeah.
Yeah.
You know, but there's like even what's his name, Craig Robinson. Like Craig Robinson's funny as shit. But when
Piano
he's
time.
playing the piano and shit, I'm just like, I don't want it. So
I get it.
Everybody has different comedic tastes.
It's subjective.
But as we get ready to close up shop over here, we got Easter next week. You know, I want to see. You know what I miss? I was thinking about was Easter traditions and shit. Like, are kids still dressing up? Like, yo, Pete, you make your kids like put on the church clothes and take pictures and shit, and then
the Easter best.
Yeah, Easter with the pastels and the white pants. I got a picture somewhere. I'll try to post it online. My mom had me in the. I was looking fly. I had the white loafers with the white pants and the Easter pastel yellow polo shirt with the white belt. Boy, couldn't tell me shit. I was like,
and the hush puppies, Oshkosh bagosh.
These was loafers, dog. I had dimes in my penny loafers, baby. You know,
Woo!
yeah.
Ballin'.
Shout out to dressing up on Easter, man. Like, Peter, do you still make your kids get dressed up? I mean, no. Is that a big church day for you still?
It's not. There's a lot of context with that. And in the end, it was something that I strongly believed, and instead of standing on that, I kind of pivoted away from that. So we'll just leave it at that. But I do plan to continue what I've been doing the past few years, which is doing the pictures and doing some sort of Easter egg hunt for the basket type of thing. So that I've been able to maintain because I'd never even had that. It was for us growing up, it was church, and then it was Happy Easter, here's a basket, and that was it. So kind of doing that, and like I said, the religious aspect. When they're with me, we do the Easter egg hunt and such, and then when they go to their mothers, I have my own tradition where I watch the Ten Commandments every Easter because I actually like the story. I'm not gonna lie though, I'm a Yul Brynner fan, and I just love him playing Ramses. So I will do that.
Cinematic feel,
dude. Yul Brynner's the man. I don't think that he has been given enough credit, man. Like he's dope. So yeah, that's what we do. Long story short, we still look good today, but it's not as
I thought Pete was going to keep it simple with, I have a tradition of, waking up every morning. I thought you was going that route. Like,
that bland?
No.
Nah, Pete, not bland. You can't be bland. You can't be bland and make your cornbread in the microwave, dog. That's not a bland guy thing.
Is it?
Internet.
That's questionable.
Hold on. Internet. These two are the friends that you should have in your life. You're gonna get ragged on, but it's all in love. At least I hope. So this is, I love that. I'm never.
It's keeping you grounded, P. Come on,
it is keeping me grounded. It is.
No. Because next thing you know, Pete is gonna be on the Food Network. With his Easter, cast iron cornbread. It's the evolution. We're gonna be the ones to be like, yo, this motherfucker's on Food Network making cast iron cornbread for Easter.
Plus
we remember he was making it in the microwave.
We know these are the stories like when you're on like that helicopter at night, you know what I'm saying? And you're on your way somewhere and you just sitting there waiting and shit, and you just chuckle to yourself.
Oof.
Man.
I really ordered an Incredible Hulk.
Who even drinks that anymore?
Listen, do you understand the amount of shock and fear when she responded back? I can Google it. She said I can Google it, and in that moment, I felt 4 times as old as I was. Like, you just ruined my birthday. Like she was gonna report you to HR. What the fuck this man just said to me? He was better off. Man. He was better off asking for a blowjob at that point. Dude, it was
Incredible. Oh,
can I get a snake bite?
Was that? Let me get a red-headed slut. What?
What?
Let me get a tequila sunrise.
Yeah, tequila sometimes. Get your Kurt Russell ass out of here.
You ordered an Incredible Hulk, and Incredible Hulk has liquor that they don't even make anymore.
No, I know.
Isn't it outlawed?
That's the
Isn't
best
it outlawed?
Hypnotic?
It was Hypnotic.
Nah, the Alizé.
But they took it off the shelves because we was getting fucked up off Hypnotic. Like
it was the Four Loko of all day.
The Cisco. It was more like Cisco because it had all the flavor. It had a couple flavors. You had the blue joint, and then you had the passion fruit joint. It was just like sugary goodness. With
I wasn't the drinker. I wasn't really drinking like that back in the day. So like me,
they sold it in little bottles. Like Cisco,
did,
so you didn't have to like buy big bottles of this shit, and it was only like $5. You know what I mean? Like it wasn't expensive. Not that it was the Four
Loko of all day.
Yeah, man. Trash. The combination of alcohol and sugar was like at a high content, and like if you drank a whole bottle by yourself, you probably was either you was fighting or throwing up, or fucking fighting and throwing up.
Probably that. Yeah,
you might find yourself outside a chick's door that you ain't even really talked to, but a couple times knocking, bitch, let me in.
Look, yo,
what are you doing here? You know,
looking like the old Tom and Jerry cartoons. I'll try.
You know, I texted you earlier. You're like, you didn't text me. Nah, let me in.
I thought I did.
You're outside professing your love.
The thought should count for something.
Shout out to Hypnotic, one of the most dangerous alcohols in the history of alcohol.
Oh, yes. It would really have you like this, like really hypnotized, like wobbling.
I don't know what they put in it, but that shit couldn't have been good for your body.
What you say?
It was really only hot, like popping for like maybe 4 summers. Then that shit was gone.
Because rappers were singing it in their songs. That's the only reason.
Yep.
You know
the influence of rap.
Hey,
the filthy side of hip hop.
You got your Easter tradition, man?
Me? Well, I'm going to eat dinner with my sister in New York. So I'm gonna be cooking. So usually I cook, but I'm gonna team up with my sister this year. Got out leg of lambs. Probably I'd like to do a pasta salad. It's one of those things I do. I know my sister's probably gonna make rice the way my mother used to make it, with coconut milk and shaved carrots and probably ginger. So she's gonna have some fancy rice that my mother used to make. Probably have a roast. And I think we're gonna do salmon. But like Pete said, watching the 10 Commandments is usually my thing. Something holy. I don't really do church as much. I don't really dress up as much. And do that because the whole politics of it all. There's no church in the wild. What church did Jesus go to? That's not a conversation I'm fitting to have right now. Offline, it is what it is. But no, just like Pete, have a tradition of just waking up. No, that's the evolution of Pete. Because when Pete first started coming on the show, those are the kind of answers we used to get. Like, really, Pete? Come on, man. The evolution of Pete is we recognize.
Shout out to Pete. Our third co-host, our third guest host. He's also like, he comes in like last second if one of our guests cancel on us, you know what I mean? Or just in general, if we don't have a guest, we could always get Pete on the show and Pete will come chop it up with us. He takes a break from waterboarding, and you can tell he's off because you don't get
living that untouchable life.
You don't get the fake background up today. You know what I'm saying? He just got a couple. What are those diplomas behind you?
Yes, sir. The top one is my master's, and the bottom one's my bachelor's.
Oh snap! I really thought it was a window. Oh shit! Oh shit! And the window pane. Oh shit! Now they backed it up. Now it looks. Now I can see it because when the camera was tighter, it looked like a window with an old school window pane.
Oh man, and that just like that, IronMonkey has his Pete moment.
Yes. No, go back. When you go back and watch this, right?
Man. Nah, dog.
When you go back and watch this, and you just look at the background, it looks like a window. Like, all right,
he does have a window behind him, but definitely not a window.
No, it's his degrees. You know.
Yo, that was
it's his degrees.
But Easter.
Pete, when you go back and watch it, you say the same thing too. He was like just watching it honestly, just regular. I'm like, all right, it's a window in the back. You got bright outside. Okay, sunshine.
All right. Well, here's the thing. We up against it. I just want to say one last thing, and we'll close up Easter. Don't give your kids those hollow chocolate bunnies, man. Give them the real solid chocolate bunnies, man. Get them a smaller, like full, like chocolate bunny, because nothing's worse than biting into a chocolate bunny and there's a hole in that bitch because it's empty on the inside and the fucking bunny like falls apart into itself. Fuck that shit. Get your kid a real fucking chocolate bunny.
Oh, right.
And don't buy your kids Peeps. Those shits are gross.
Those are gross.
No, because they're gonna have that sugar high and you're gonna be mad that they're running around. But
exactly.
Now that I'm gonna be with my sister, I'm gonna be able to do that commercial but meow. I know for a fact she's going to do it first. And she's not gonna see this podcast, but I know she's going to do it first, and I'm gonna laugh. And when I come back on the podcast, I'm gonna be like, "Yo, Daryl, she did it." I'll put money on that.
The greatest Easter it's one of the greatest commercials because like shout out to Cadbury for just doing one commercial in the 80s and only putting that shit out once a year, and that's it. That's the commercial.
With the line, bro.
We're gonna take Easter off. We're gonna give you guys a break from the action while we handle our Easter shit. I'm gonna sleep in.
Yes. Family.
Then, maybe go watch an Easter. I'm gonna watch an Easter movie or something. And but anyway,
no, that movie Easter. I think they have two parts of it.
Yeah. Happy birthday to my dad. Congratulations to my other line brothers. You know what I'm saying?
Yes.
On becoming Master Masons. And make sure you follow and like us on the subscribe and hit the subscribe on the YouTube so we can get more subscribers over there. Thanks for you, everybody in the Facebook chat for watching with us today. Always. I'm
gonna remember to hit you up, Mike.
What? Oh, Mike. Don't forget. The Mark Jackson of the JCC, and you know what I mean. Let's go Pistons, and let's go Tigers. You know what I'm saying? But baseball season is long.
You want to make that bet? That Mets bet?
Are you going with the Mets or are you going with the Yankees? Or are you going with the season?
No. I'll go with the Mets. No, because listen, as long as New York wins, but I'll make that Mets bet. Mets have a better record than the Lions. Or go further in the playoffs than the Lions.
You mean the Tigers?
Yeah, Tigers. Make your pick.
Oh, you already know what my pick is, man. World Series of bust.
All right, so whoever goes further in the playoffs. All right. Yeah, so whoever goes further in the playoffs. There's a long burn.
It's a long burn, you know what I mean? The Tigers got one of the best rotations in baseball right now. So, we'll see how that works.
Mets are 2-0. And Bobby with that walk-off home run.
And you know why the Mets are not going to have a better record than the Tigers? Because they still paying Bobby Bonilla. That's why.
Yeah, Bobby.
They don't got enough money to get nobody else until they get that Bobby Bonilla contract up there.
We got players. We stretched it out. That's why we pay them $1 million every tax day. So.
Yeah.
$1 million plus.
Join us next time. We'll see y'all in 2 weeks after Easter. Everybody have a good Easter. And
happy Easter.